safety.
Hey guys, welcome back to OpenLine. We are talking about impaired driving and highway safety with some folks. We have Dr. Miller with the Vanderbilt University Medical Center and two experts with the state with us today. Ariel, I want to ask you, do you think Tennessee is strict enough? Do you think they're doing enough? Or what would you like to see? Would you like to see more? Is there something in mind that you would like to see implemented?
Well, I would say, since I am with a state agency, I technically don't have an opinion. I only have the facts. I only have the data, the statistics, and the information. I think that that's where it starts, though, is with education and with awareness, and that's predominantly what our office does. And we partner with law enforcement and local advocates, and the only way that change occurs is when your community buys in and when people voluntarily comply. So that's what we try to push, and that's mainly our mission in driving towards zero deaths, is to have these strong partnerships within the community and with advocates and people who care and law enforcement, and try to make a difference. Clearly,
the more community support and involvement, the better. I'm assuming that's what you'd like to see, at least.
Yes.
A bit more. All right, let's go back to the lines. We have Sylvian. Hey, Sylvian, what's your question? Hello there. What is your question?
Oh, my question is for the, I guess if there's the officer there, I wanted to know, my sister was taking me to Nashville to the doctors for all of my visits from Clarksville to Nashville once a month, and during the winter time the potholes were so huge, and so some of them were very dangerous. And of course we we were really avoiding them, being cautious, but on several occasions we might have hit one or two that were small, and then there was one that was quite large and did really extensive serious damage on my sister's car. We were very frightened. Both of us are seniors, and we were just wondering who would we get in touch with if there was to have been a terrible accident in that case, although the car was damaged. But who do we get in touch with those huge potholes that are dangerous on the interstates when when we're going back and forth like that?
Yeah. And again, that's a very good question. The Tennessee Highway Patrol, we are not over the maintenance of the interstate systems or the roadways in general, period. But that's going to be the Tennessee Department of Transportation. Right. So if you do experience a pothole and it does damage your vehicle, then you can contact the Tennessee Department of Transportation. They can provide you with a claim form for that repair, or to try to get that repair for your vehicle reimbursed. If you do experience an incident where your vehicle is disabled and it's a non-emergency experience, you can dial star 847, and the easiest way to remember that phone number is star THP. 847 stands for THP on your cell phone. So just dial star 847 or star THP, and that will get you connected with the nearest regional dispatch center for the Tennessee Highway Patrol statewide. So with that being said, a trooper will then be dispatched to you to come to your aid. We can get you a tow truck. Oftentimes we can change your tire if you have a spare in your vehicle. We can get you back on the roadway if the vehicle's not damaged.
But yeah, that is potholes. That's typically through the TDOT. Through TDOT.
That is with TDOT, and 'tis the season for potholes. It's time. It's coming with the increase in rain, your fluctuation in temperatures that we have. Soon the brine is going to be applied to the roadways, the salt that's applied to the roadways, and again the extreme temperatures, the fluctuation. It all is a recipe for potholes.
Something to look forward to. All right, Jacob, what's your question?
Hello?
Hey, hello, Jacob. What's your question?
Hi, you guys. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. First question, I have two questions and a comment, and then I'll hang up because I know there's many callers want to come in. But basically, I want to know, in case of an accident where there's been a serious injury or fatal accident, how far would the Tennessee Highway Patrol go as far as like pulling records from the car itself? I know you can pull records from the cell phone, from the ping where it's located, but as far as doing an investigation where your fatal accident team goes and pulls the data record, the black box, if you will, from a car, how often is that done? Second of all, is the Tennessee Highway Patrol going to be turned into the Tennessee State Police. That's a rumor I've heard. The last one is, are you allowed to drive your bird scooter on 65 or 40? And when are you going to take your captain test?
Bird scooter.
I love your support. Thank you for that last comment. Unfortunately, there's not a test you take. It's you interview once a position comes open. I'll try to address those questions in order. Yes, we do look at the computers of each vehicle, as the caller referred to as the black box per se. In a fatal crash where if it's a vehicular homicide or if it's a criminal investigation, again, not every crash is pulled as far as the computer module to look at what is taking place within the vehicle. But yes, we do in a fatal crash with our critical incident response team, our CERT team comes out and investigates. Then that every single time that computer is pulled, and we look at that data and to find out what the dynamics, what the dynamics were taking place during that crash. It'll tell you your braking, your speed, right down to the mile per hour and feet per second. So again,
does it happen every time, or is it just when it's a criminal investigation?
If it's a criminal investigation, a vehicular homicide, or a crash that is a very significant crash that it's not clear exactly what happened and how it actually took place, then it can be pulled in that as well. It can be pulled really in any crash that a district attorney that we work with the DA's office very, very closely. So any crash that the DA believes that they need some other type of evidence to strengthen the case or support the case that they may have in a criminal investigation, yes, we will work with those officers to have that information pulled.
He also asked about THP turning into state police.
Well, actually, by statute, we are a state police, but we refer to ourselves as Tennessee Highway Patrol. Well, we do not investigate certain crimes, even though we could with the jurisdiction. We have the training. We're post-certified like every other law enforcement agency in the state of Tennessee. But historically, we have been known as Tennessee Highway Patrol. We work very closely with our local partners, our city police departments, our county sheriff's departments, other state and federal agencies here within the state and across the country. So we have a great sheriff's department, great city police departments. So as far as being renamed a state police as Tennessee State Police, I haven't heard anything about that, but anything is possible.
Anything can happen. Now he
bird scooter.
The scooter.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the bird scooter. So it's
which, by the way, we had pictures of a scooter hanging from the pedestrian bridge.
Yeah.
Not on it, but underneath it. So how it got there, who knows? I'd like to know, actually.
Well, obviously they're a lot of fun. They're a quick way to get around our city, especially with the increasing traffic, but they are fraught with the potential to be very dangerous. They go up to 18 miles an hour. You're supposed to wear a helmet, but I have yet to see a single person in this city wearing that a helmet.
Which goes back to who's enforcing,
I'd love to know.
We're supposed to be the rules anyways.
But they're supposed to be driven on the street, preferably in a bike lane. But unfortunately, Nashville doesn't have a tremendous amount of bike lanes now. So they will drive in traffic like any of the other cars. And our job driving cars is to really watch out for them, especially at night. And they have scared me multiple times,
no doubt,
especially in the downtown area. And we've had one serious accident and multitude of minor accidents with these scooters. Really, they're pedestrians hit by motor vehicle collisions.
I mean, we've done stories. We had that surveillance camera where the guy ran a red light and got hit. How many scooter or related injuries have you guys had?
Well, the only serious one that was admitted to the trauma ICU was the one that everyone saw on the video. But we've had at least 20 that have been admitted, that have been evaluated in our emergency department and then released with broken arm, lacerations, bruises, concussions, other things. I'm just waiting for a really bad injury to happen because it's scary.
From the state standpoint, are there concerns about scooters?
With pedestrians in general and people on bicycles and scooters, that's always a concern because they are so vulnerable to injury. Your body is not designed to withstand impact with a motor vehicle. And if you're not wearing a helmet, then you're obviously at an increased risk for a concussion at the bare minimum, to some serious brain trauma, as Dr. Miller has alluded to. So yes, we're very concerned about that. That's something that we are obviously looking at in our enforcement plans, but we also want to tell drivers, with what the doctor has talked about, with the increased impact on his facility with scooters and motor vehicle incidents. Everyone right now is Christmas shopping. They're out looking for that special package. And
don't buy them a scooter.
Don't buy them. Yeah. Buy a helmet if you do get. You know, we strongly encourage, and as the law requires, wear a helmet when you're on a bicycle or a scooter. But watch for pedestrians. Don't become so engulfed in what you're doing, looking for that present, or trying to get from one store to the next store before it closes, or you're trying to just get all your shopping done in the quickest way possible. Do not drive distracted. Do not text and drive while you're going through parking lots. Don't walk distracted and text while you're walking going through parking lots. We all have to really focus and look out for one another, because there are just too many pedestrians, whether you're walking or you're traveling on a scooter or a bicycle or a motorcycle. There are too many people being injured because of contact with their body versus a motor vehicle.
I do want to talk more about pedestrian safety when we do come after the break. I know we have one caller. We'll get to you as soon as we come back.